Good morning. My name is Deirdre Robinson. I'm the chair of the Legislative Committee, and I'd like to call that committee to order. Representing the, can you hear me? No? Hi. Better? Yes. Much better? Good morning. I'd like to call this meeting of the California Board of Accountancy Legislative Committee to order. My name is Deirdre Robinson, and why don't we start by taking roll? May we start with you, Sochi?
Mark Sullivan, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, sorry.
Mark, I'm so sorry. Start with Mark.
Mark Sullivan.
Sochi Leon.
Deirdre Robinson.
Leslie Lamana.
Larry Kaplan.
George Familette.
Thank you. With that, I believe that we have a quorum, so if we could please move on to the agenda. We only have one item today, and it's a discussion and possible action on proposed legislative language to amend Business Professions Code Section 5094 regarding credential evaluation services. Ms. Mavasaki, could you please assist us? Thank you.
Good morning, Chair and members. The purpose of this agenda is to provide the CBA with information regarding proposed language for inclusion in the Senate Business and Professions Committee's annual omnibus bill. At its March 2016 meeting, the CBA reviewed several comments received during the public comment period of the rulemaking process related to credential evaluation services. Most of the comments were rejected because the requested change needed to be made in statute, not regulation. The CBA directed staff to review the rejected comments and recommend whether possible legislative action should be taken. Business and Profession Code Section 5094 outlines the requirements for credential evaluation services. One of the requirements is for the credential evaluation service to be a member of the American Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers, or the National Association of Foreign Student Affairs, or the National Association of Credential Evaluation Services. On page 2 of your agenda item is a list of comments the CBA received, followed by staff's recommendations. I'm going to go through those, so if you would like to turn to that page.
Okay, so based on, thank you so much for the presentation.
I'm going to turn to each comments section right now.
Okay, all right.
The first one is from the Association of International Credential Evaluators, Inc. that requested to be included as a membership organization to which credentials evaluation service providers can be members. Staff believe that the inclusion of a membership organization in statute should be initiated by the organization itself, and this falls outside the CBA's mandate or mission. Therefore, staff are not recommending any action on this item. Second, the name of the American Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admission Officers contains an error. The word admissions is plural. Staff recommend proposing this change to the legislature for inclusion in the 2017 Omnibus Bill. Third, the American Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers is more popularly known as, I'm not going to try that, but ACRAO, and should be identified as such in Section 5094D. Acronyms for organizations are not used elsewhere in Section 5094D. Therefore, staff believe that a statutory change is not necessary. Fourth, recognize that the Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers is made up of 39 state and regional associations, and that California is part of the Pacific Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers. Since the Pacific Association of Collegiate Registrars is already part of the Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers, it is not necessary to list it separately. Therefore, staff believe a statutory change is not necessary. Fifth, recognize that the National Association for Foreign Student Affairs has undergone a name change and is currently named NAFSA: Association of International Educators. Since this request reflects a change in the organization's name, staff recommend proposing this to the legislature for inclusion in the 2017 Omnibus Bill. And finally, there were two additional comments where individual evaluation service is requested to be included on the list. However, as individual services, they are not membership organizations and should not be included. Staff recommend the CBA seek to update the law to reflect the current names of member organizations that are already listed through the 2017 Omnibus Bill, or if necessary, seek an author to carry a separate bill. This concludes my presentation. I'd like to turn it to the chair.
So at this time, we have two issues to consider, and that would be to recognize the plural on the name, the Collegiate, or American Association of Collegiate Registrar and Admissions, to make that word admission to plural. And the second would be for the National Association of Foreign Student Affairs to now be known as NAFSA: Association of International Educators, and we're not recognition of an acronym. So at this point, is there any, go ahead.
I'll make a motion to adopt the changes to BBC Section 5094D as identified in the attachment.
I second.
Is there a second? So we have a first and a second. Are there any other public comments?
Could I request a friendly modification?
Absolutely.
Can you add direct staff to seek inclusion in a 2017 omnibus bill, or if necessary, seek an author to carry a separate bill?
Yeah, I agree to that change.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So is our motion modified to reflect the change?
If the second's
Yes.
okay.
First
I
and
second the
second.
change.
Okay. So are there any other comments from the board or committee? Any comments from the public? So may we have a call for the vote then, please?
Deirdre Robinson,
Yes.
George Familet,
Yes.
Larry Kaplan,
Yes.
Mark Silverman,
Yes.
Sochi Leon,
Yes.
and Leslie Lamana.
Yes.
So with that, the motion carries. And are there any new agenda items that you'd like to see considered for next time? Okay, with that, then our meeting is adjourned. Thank you.